On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Dramatic.
Very sudden, very excellent, or full of action and excitement.
Examples:
Make dramatic changes. A dramatic rescue at sea. The statement had a dramatic impact on house prices.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Profound.
Extremely great, sensed or experienced very strongly, displaying a high level of knowledge or comprehension.
Examples:
A profound book. The profound depths of the sea. My mother's illness had a profound impact on us all.
Unexpected.
Not anticipated or regarded as likely to happen.
Examples:
An unexpected visitor. Some unexpected events. The unexpected rainstorm caused the collapse of the corral.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Spawn.
To lay eggs or to produce offspring, to cause something to develop.
Examples:
Spawn in spring. Spawn a new concept. The salmon swims upstream to spawn in the place they were released.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft, to make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Babble.
The sound of many people speaking simultaneously, meaningless talk or speech.
Examples:
The babble of a crowd. Mindless babble. Please avoid using excessive jargon or too much technological babble.
Par.
A state of being equal to someone or something.
Examples:
Above par performance. Not up to par. Shares in the company finally fell below their par value.
Heel.
The rounded back part of the foot below the ankle. Someone who is morally reprehensible. Verb, to follow someone or something.
Examples:
Heel bone. Heel wrestler. She wore high heels to the party.
Nervous.
Worried and anxious about something relating to the nerves.
Examples:
Development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Tagline:
A memorable slogan or catchphrase used in advertising or entertainment to promote a product, cause, or idea, a brief statement or phrase that sums up the essence of something.
Examples:
Advertising tagline. Effective tagline. Our marketing team is brainstorming to come up with a new tagline for our product launch.
Literate:
Having the ability to read and write, possessing knowledge or understanding of a particular subject or topic.
Examples:
Literate population. Digitally literate. Being literate in multiple languages can open up many opportunities for travel and work.
Smut:
Obscene or indecent language or material, particularly about sexually explicit content, a black or sooty mark or smudge caused by smoke or dirt.
Examples:
Smut film. Smut fungi. The comedian's jokes were filled with smut and double entendres, making some in the audience uncomfortable.
Hop:
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Beget:
To cause or produce something as a result or effect, to become the father of.
Examples:
Beget children. Beget fear. His irresponsible behavior may beget many problems for him in the future.
Instruction:
Detailed direction, order, etc., on how to do or use something.
Examples:
Individual instruction. Follow his instructions. They needed further instruction to perform their duties efficiently.
Geriatrics:
A branch of medicine specializing in the healthcare of elderly individuals, including the diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of diseases and conditions that affect older adults.
Examples:
Geriatrics clinic. Geriatric specialist. The geriatrics department focuses on the healthcare needs of elderly patients.
Continuity:
The state or quality of being continuous, uninterrupted, or consistent, the maintenance of a connection, sequence, or pattern.
Examples:
Continuity plan. Continuity of service. The sudden departure of the team leader disrupted the project's continuity.
Relevance:
The state or degree of being closely connected or appropriate to the matter at hand.
Examples:
Have no relevance. Relevance category. The relevance of this information to the current situation needs to be investigated.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
unsatisfied desire, fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Difficulty.
A condition or state that causes problems.
Examples:
the degree of difficulty, difficulty in breathing. He has difficulty exercising because of a back injury sustained in an accident.
Dissemble.
To conceal or disguise one's true feelings, intentions, or beliefs, to pretend or act falsely to deceive others.
Examples:
dissemble emotions, dissemble intentions. The defendant attempted to dissemble under cross-examination but was eventually caught in a lie.
Dive.
To jump into the water with your head and arms going in first, or to move down to a deeper level underwater.
Examples:
dive into anime communities, dive off a cliff. The sperm whale can dive to 1,000 meters.
Taboo.
Prohibited or restricted by social custom.
Examples:
a taboo word, academic taboo. In this society, discussing politics in public is a taboo subject.
Advertise.
To draw attention to something such as a product, service, or event in public, to encourage people to buy, use, or attend it.
Examples:
advertise the campaign, advertise on social media. We want to advertise our company through your media.
Subscribe.
To agree to receive or support something, often through payment or regular participation, to sign up for or enroll in something, such as a publication, service, or program.
Examples:
subscribe to the service, subscribe a petition. I want to subscribe to the newsletter to stay up to date on industry news.
Surround.
To be all around something or somebody.
Examples:
surround a town. A stone wall surrounds the palace. On 3 sides, mountains surround the settlement.
Stream.
A small, narrow river, a continuous flow of something, such as liquid, gas, people, vehicles, etc.
Examples:
the stream of time. An endless stream of cars. Jet streams are the common name for air currents that form high in the atmosphere.
Coiffure.
A person's hairstyle, especially an elaborate one, the art or practice of arranging or styling hair.
Examples:
modern coiffure, coiffure styles. She went to the salon for a fancy coiffure for her sister's wedding.
Glossy.
Having a smooth, shiny surface or finish, characterized by an attractive, polished appearance, often used to describe photographs or printed materials with a high-quality finish.
Examples:
glossy lipstick, glossy photograph. The magazine cover had a glossy finish, making the images shine.
Scream.
To give a loud, high shout suddenly, especially because of fear, anger, excitement, etc., to utter or declare in a very loud voice.
Examples:
scream a profanity, scream at him to be quiet. She kept screaming for an ambulance.
Decent.
Satisfactory, acceptable, or good in a general sense.
Examples:
yearn for the decent living, a decent education. He earned a decent salary at his job.
Probabilistic.
Characterized by the influence of chance or probability, involving the use of statistical models or methods to estimate likelihoods or risks.
Examples:
probabilistic model, probabilistic approach. In a probabilistic system, the outcome is uncertain and can vary based on chance.
Comport.
To behave or conduct oneself in a particular manner, to be consistent or in harmony with something.
Examples:
comport me with dignity, comport with the rules. He needs to comport himself professionally during the meeting.
Disconnect.
To unfasten or disjoin something, especially to break the connection between a supply of gas, water, or electricity and a piece of equipment.
Examples:
disconnect a plug, disconnect the water supply. She finally decided to disconnect herself from the company.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
decide a question, decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
a straight line, straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Vivid.
Producing very clear, powerful, and detailed images in the mind.
Examples:
vivid colors, still vivid in my memory. She made a vivid impression.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Misuse.
The act of using something in an unsuitable way or for the wrong purpose.
Examples:
The misuse of company money. Protect the database from misuse. Drug misuse is associated with mental health disorders.
Pronoun.
A word that takes the place of a noun in a sentence, such as he, she, they, or it.
Examples:
Pronoun usage. Possessive pronoun. In English, personal pronouns such as he, she, and they can replace a person's name to avoid repetition.
Generous.
Willing to give and share something such as money, help, kindness, etc., especially more than is necessary or expected.
Examples:
A generous reward. A generous and thoughtful person. This teacher is generous in his grading.
Nurse.
A healthcare professional who is trained to provide care for the sick or injured. Verb, to try to cure by special care or treatment of an illness or injury.
Examples:
Nurse practitioner. A volunteer nurse. The night shift nurse checked my vital signs before administering the medication.
Approaching.
Drawing nearer in time or space, coming close to someone or something.
Examples:
Approaching deadline. Approaching retirement. The approaching storm clouds filled the sky with ominous darkness.
Magnitude.
The extent, level, importance, or amount of something.
Examples:
A star of the first magnitude. The magnitude of the disaster. The magnitude of the earthquake was measured at 7.8 on the Richter scale.
Bracing.
Refreshing or invigorating, designed to provide support or stability.
Examples:
Bracing air. Bracing walk. The athlete performed some bracing exercises to warm up before the game.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples:
Extraordinary ability. Extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Literally.
In the real or original meaning of a word or phrase, in a literal sense or way, not figuratively.
Examples:
Translate literally. Bite his tongue literally. He literally jumped out of his chair when he heard the news.
Glisten.
To shine or sparkle with reflected light, to appear bright and shiny.
Examples:
glisten with dew, glisten in the sunlight. The morning sun made the ocean glisten like diamonds.
Overwhelm.
To defeat someone or something by using a great deal of force, to have a strong emotional effect on somebody.
Examples:
he was overwhelmed with gratitude. Overwhelm opponents by numbers. Too much variety may overwhelm and confuse viewers.
Affection.
A feeling of fondness, love, or attachment towards someone or something. A gentle or tender feeling, often used to describe a warm or caring relationship between individuals.
Examples:
deep affection, show affection. Her unwavering affection for animals led her to become a veterinarian.
Gratitude.
The quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness.
Examples:
a debt of gratitude, feelings of gratitude. She expressed her gratitude towards the kind stranger who helped her.
Surreal.
Strange and unreal, having an oddly dreamlike quality.
Examples:
surreal number, surreal art. The dreamlike quality of the painting gave it a surreal feel.
Incredulous.
Unwilling or unable to believe something, skeptical, doubtful.
Examples:
incredulous stare, voice of incredulous disbelief. The audience was incredulous at the magician's trick, trying to figure out how he did it.
Remarkable.
Worthy of attention because unusual or special.
Examples:
remarkable achievement, the remarkable breadth of knowledge. The election was a remarkable success for the Whigs.
Heretical.
Departing from or opposite to accepted beliefs, standards, or principles of a particular religion.
Examples:
regard the view as heretical. Advocate a heretical doctrine. I made the heretical suggestion that it might be better to withdraw from the business.
Chart.
A visual display of information such as a diagram, lists of figures, etc., a map designed to assist navigation by air or sea.
Examples:
a weather chart, a statistical chart. This pie chart represents our market share.
Heresy.
An opinion or belief that goes against the traditional or generally accepted view, especially in religion.
Examples:
the suppression of heresy, persecution for heresy. The doctrine was considered heresy by the mainstream church.
Binary.
A system of numbers that uses only two digits, 0 and 1.
Examples:
A binary number. Trading in binary options. A binary star is a system in which two stars revolve around each other.
Duly.
In a manner that is proper, appropriate, or expected, following the correct procedures, rules, or protocols.
Examples:
Duly authorized. Duly notified. The documents were duly signed and submitted to the authorities for approval.
Concerned.
Feeling worry or interest about something, showing interest or attention.
Examples:
Persons concerned. Concerned citizen. I am concerned about the safety of the children playing in the park.
Fraudulent.
Involving deception or dishonesty, intended to deceive or defraud, false or misleading.
Examples:
Fraudulent activity. Fraudulent alteration of data. The company was involved in a fraudulent scheme to scam customers out of money.
Inadequate.
Not sufficient or enough.
Examples:
An inadequate income. Inadequate funding. The small budget was inadequate to cover all the necessary expenses for the project.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
Emotional health. Emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Fashion.
A style that is popular at a particular time or place, the state of being popular.
Examples:
Go out of fashion. New fashion trends. That style is no longer in fashion.
Dip.
To put something into a liquid for a short time and take it out again.
Examples:
Dip a pen in ink. Dip a chip in the sauce. Please dip up a bucket full of water from the well.
Affectionate.
Showing fondness, love, or affection towards someone or something, expressing care and tenderness in gestures, words, or actions toward others.
Examples:
Affectionate relationship. Affectionate kiss. The elderly couple always stayed affectionate towards each other throughout their marriage.
Lineup.
The schedule of programs for a particular event, a list of people brought together to form a team or take part in an event.
Examples:
The lineup of new models. A wide range of color lineup. The opponent team has a strong lineup.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples:
Embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Cruel.
Feeling or showing pleasure in causing pain or suffering to others.
Examples:
A cruel and unusual punishment. Cruel joke. The dictator was known for his cruel and oppressive regime.
Lone.
Solitary or single.
Examples:
A lone flight. A lone house in the field. The lone traveler walked along the deserted road.
Pregnant.
Having a baby or young animal developing in the uterus.
Examples:
Needs of pregnant women. A silence pregnant with suspense. She vacated the position when she got pregnant.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Vessel.
A ship or large boat.
Examples:
Blood vessels. Naval vessels. The vessel arrived in port the following day.
Humanity.
All people living on the earth, the quality or state of being human rather than an animal, a machine, etc.
Examples:
Humanity at large. Mass of humanity. They donated large sums of money for the development of humanity.
Exhilarating.
Making one feel very happy and lively, invigorating, providing a feeling of excitement or thrill.
Examples:
An exhilarating drink. Exhilarating view. Bungee jumping was an exhilarating experience that left me shaking with adrenaline.
Shower.
A brief period of rain, a device that emits a spray of water for washing oneself, a party or celebration in which gifts are given to someone, often in anticipation of a major life event such as a wedding or the birth of a child.
Examples:
Take a quick shower. Bridal shower. The weather forecast predicted a shower in the afternoon.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Sleeplessness.
The condition of being unable to sleep or having difficulty sleeping.
Examples:
Sleeplessness disorder. Beat sleeplessness. He tried various treatments for his sleeplessness, but nothing seemed to work.
Constant.
Happening repeatedly or all the time.
Examples:
A constant wind. A constant temperature. Constant dropping wears away the stone.
Fee.
A sum of money charged for a particular service.
Examples:
Fee calculation. Service fee. The lawyer's fee for the case was $10,000.
Isolation.
The condition of being alone or lonely, the act or state of separation between persons or groups.
Examples:
Isolation booth. The country's isolation. That incident led to his isolation.
Loneliness.
A state or feeling of being unhappy because you have no connection with other people.
Examples:
A strong sense of loneliness. Remedy loneliness. I realize the loneliness of a single life.
Isolate.
To physically or socially separate someone or something from other people or things.
Examples:
Isolate a compound. Isolate a patient. You should not isolate them from the community.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples:
Precise analyses. Estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Moth.
An insect with wings similar to a butterfly that travels at night and is attracted to light.
Examples:
Moth larva. Moth attracted to the light. The moth is a serious threat to the farm's output.
Theme.
A subject or topic of discourse or artistic representation.
Examples:
Theme park. Central theme. The theme of the novel is the corrupting influence of power.
Candor.
The quality of being open, honest, and frank, the act of speaking truthfully and directly without evasion or pretense.
Examples:
Candor policy. Speak with candor. Her candor in admitting her mistake was refreshing and earned her respect.
Brutal.
Harsh or cruel.
Examples:
Brutal bully. Brutal honesty. The brutal attack left the victim with serious injuries.
Honesty.
The quality of being truthful, sincere, and morally upright, adherence to moral and ethical principles.
Examples:
Honesty policy. Honesty box. A culture of honesty in the workplace leads to better communication and productivity.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Collective.
Done or shared by every member of a group of people.
Examples:
Right to collective bargaining. Collective ownership. Product development is a collective effort.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Survey.
An investigation of the opinions, behavior, etc. of a particular group of people, made by asking people questions.
Examples:
A comprehensive survey. Recent survey. That survey shows that people are accepting the tax increase to some extent.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Cult.
A small religious group, especially one that is not part of a larger religion and that is regarded as outside the norm, followers of an exclusive system of beliefs and practices.
Examples:
Cult members. Cult's practices. The cult leader promised his followers that they would achieve enlightenment if they followed his teachings.
Ritual.
Any customary observance or practice, any prescribed procedure for conducting religious ceremonies.
Examples:
A ritual dance. Morning ritual. The woman of the house does the holy ritual of lighting 2 candles.
Ceremony.
A formal event or ritual, often religious or solemn.
Examples:
Ceremony hall. Ceremony location. The wedding ceremony was a beautiful and emotional event.
Nuclear.
Of or relating to or constituting the nucleus of an atom, deriving destructive energy from the release of atomic energy.
Examples:
Nuclear fusion. Use of nuclear power. Many countries have now agreed to a treaty banning the use of nuclear weapons.
Offset.
To compensate for or counterbalance one influence against an opposing influence.
Examples:
Offset deposits and withdrawals. Offset a loss. Strong growth in core business offsets losses in other business segments.
Miscarriage.
The spontaneous loss of a pregnancy before the 20th week, the failure of an effort or plan to come to fruition.
Examples:
Miscarriage prevention. Early miscarriage. Doctors can sometimes detect warning signs of potential miscarriage and take steps to prevent it.
Calibrate.
To measure or adjust something, typically a machine or device, to ensure accurate functioning or to match a standard or desired level of performance.
Examples:
Calibrate machinery. Calibrate measurements. It's important to calibrate the equipment regularly to ensure accurate results.
Grateful.
Feeling or showing an appreciation of kindness, thankful.
Examples:
A grateful breeze. Put a grateful expression. She was grateful for the help he provided.
Mourning.
The act or expression of sorrow or grief for someone who has died, a period of time set aside for such grieving.
Examples:
Mourning period. Mourning ritual. She wore black clothing as a symbol of mourning for her grandmother.
Amaze.
To fill with wonder, surprise, or admiration.
Examples:
Amaze and entertain visitors. Amaze everyone. The magician's tricks amazed the audience.
Crawl.
To move forward slowly, as people or animals with their bodies near the ground.
Examples:
Crawl across the floor. Crawl away from a car. Along the gravel roads, sizable yellow school buses crawl.
Surrounding.
That is near or around, or closely encircling something.
Examples:
Surrounding areas. A fence surrounding a castle. The surrounding mountains make the city difficult to be invaded.
Gut.
The long tube in the body of a person or animal through which food passes when it leaves the stomach, the mental strength or bravery required to do something difficult or unpleasant.
Examples:
The blind gut. Gut feelings. He told me a gut-wrenching truth about my parents' death.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people. A person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Frank.
Honest and sincere, open and candid in expression.
Examples:
Frank and open discussion. Make a frank apology. Full involvement means frank and prompt responses.
Genetically.
In a way that relates to or is produced by genes, equals the units in the cells of a living thing received by an animal or plant from its parents, or heredity.
Examples:
Genetically inherited traits. Genetically manipulated plant. The genetically modified crops were resistant to pests and required less water.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Flood.
A large amount of water flowing beyond its normal limits, an overwhelming number or amount.
Examples:
Flood advisory. A flood of questions. These heavy rains caused flash floods on several islands.
Interact.
To communicate or react with somebody.
Examples:
Interact directly with customers. Interact with one another. He should interact more with his colleagues.
Woodwork.
The craft or activity of working with wood to create structures or objects, the inner workings or background details of a situation or event that were previously unknown or hidden.
Examples:
Finest woodwork. Woodwork tools. The intricate designs on the woodwork were hand-carved by a master craftsman.
Reassure.
To cause someone to feel sure, to give or restore confidence.
Examples:
Reassure anxious patients. Reassure market. The pilot tried to reassure the customers that the planes were safe.
Invisible.
Impossible or nearly impossible to see.
Examples:
An invisible asset. Invisible stars. The phenomenon is invisible at optical wavelengths.
Rite.
A formal or ceremonial act or set of acts performed in a traditional or prescribed way, a religious or spiritual ceremony or practice. Perform the rite. Rite of passage into adulthood. The bishop performed the rite of consecration for the new church.
Funeral.
A ceremony or ritual honoring and remembering a deceased person, typically involving the burial or cremation of the body, a gathering or service to mourn the loss of someone who has died.
Examples:
Funeral arrangements. Funeral service. The somber funeral procession went through the streets, with mourners walking behind the hearse.
Celebrate.
To acknowledge a memorable or good day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity.
Examples:
Celebrate his election. Celebrate Christmas. He celebrated the 10th anniversary of his tenure.
Traumatic.
Relating to or caused by injury, especially emotional injury.
Examples:
Traumatic event. Traumatic brain injury. The experience was so traumatic that it left a lasting impact on the survivor's mental health.
Astound.
To surprise or shock someone with wonder very much.
Examples:
Astound everyone. Astound the viewer. The final result was nothing short of astounding.
Awful.
Causing fear, dread, or terror, very bad or unpleasant.
Examples:
An awful error. Do awful damage. I regretted making an awful mistake in my final exam.
Spouse.
A person's husband, wife, or partner in marriage.
Examples:
Spouse tax deduction. Spouse visa. The spouse of the politician was a constant presence at campaign events.
Decline.
To become gradually smaller, fewer, worse, etc., to refuse to accept.
Examples:
Decline a job offer. Decline in quality. As people age, their digestive capacity also gradually declines.
Aspect.
One part or feature of a situation, problem, subject, etc.
Examples:
Non-technical aspects of the job. Aspects of social, political, and economic life. His professional experience includes all aspects of media production.
Dramatically.
In a very impressive manner.
Examples:
He confessed dramatically. The cabin pressure fell dramatically. Life expectancy has grown dramatically this century.
Miracle.
An act or occurrence that is not explicable by natural or scientific laws, and is therefore believed to be caused by God.
Examples:
Miracle person. Economic miracle. The doctor said that her recovery was a miracle.
Childbirth.
The act or process of giving birth to a baby.
Examples:
Natural childbirth. Assisted childbirth. He was present at the childbirth of his children.
Couch.
A piece of furniture made for sitting, usually with a back and armrests, designed to seat more than one person.
Examples:
Leather couch. A couch potato. I love to relax on the couch and watch movies on the weekends.
Stumble.
To miss a step and fall or nearly fall, to walk unsteadily.
Examples:
Stumble financially. Stumble through life. She stumbled over the tree root.
Label.
A small piece of paper, fabric, or other material attached to an object and giving information about it. Verb, to assign to a category.
Examples:
A mailing label. Label a bag with my name. The label on the food package lists the ingredients and nutritional information.
Terrifying.
Very frightening or intimidating.
Examples:
Terrifying experience. Terrifying events. Large earthquakes often generate terrifying tsunamis.
Imaginable.
Capable of being imagined.
Examples:
Easily imaginable. Worst imaginable case. This is the only imaginable strategy.
Comprise.
To include or consist of something, the act of making up or forming something.
Examples:
Comprise a large percentage. Comprise the recent past. The team comprises players from different countries.
Independence.
Freedom from another's or others' control or influence.
Examples:
Financial independence. Independence ceremony. There is nothing more valuable than independence and freedom.
Precipitous.
Extremely steep or rapid, hasty or impulsive, often with negative consequences, of science, relating to or characterized by rapid, abrupt changes.
Examples:
Precipitous behavior. Precipitous mountain. The sudden, precipitous drop in temperature caught everyone off guard.
Marital.
Of or relating to marriage.
Examples:
Marital fidelity. Affect marital relations. More and more people are utilizing counselors to help resolve their marital problems.
Satisfaction.
A pleasant feeling you have when you have fulfilled a desire, need, or expectation or have achieved something.
Examples:
a sense of satisfaction, customer satisfaction. The mediated settlement brought satisfaction to both sides.
Align.
To put or arrange two or more things in a straight line or to form a straight line.
Examples:
align the economic interest of each other. Align with a historical trend. Both parties are now entirely ideologically aligned.
Broad.
Very wide, general.
Examples:
attract broad attention. A broad mind. He accumulated wealth across a broad spectrum of assets.
Chasm.
A deep and wide crack or hole in the ground, especially one that is difficult or impossible to cross, a profound difference between two people or groups.
Examples:
a deep and wide chasm. Chasm of death. The chasm of misunderstanding between the two sides seemed impossible to bridge.
Proverb.
A short saying that expresses a truth or gives advice based on practical experience.
Examples:
a hackneyed proverb. Ancient proverb. The famous proverb actions speak louder than words reminds us to focus on deeds instead of words.
Convertible.
Capable of being converted, transformed, or adapted, often used to describe something that can be changed or modified into a different form or function.
Examples:
convertible car. Convertible currency. We bought a convertible sofa for the guest room to be used as a bed when we have overnight visitors.
Despondent.
In low spirits, feeling or showing extreme discouragement or gloom.
Examples:
feel despondent. A despondent mood. After her dog passed away, she was despondent for weeks, unable to find joy.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
death from shock. Shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Conduct.
To organize and carry out a particular activity.
Examples:
conduct a background check. Conduct research. Police will conduct random breath testing for drunk driving.
Baseline.
A starting point or minimum for comparing facts, the backline bounding each end of a tennis or handball court.
Examples:
baseline budget. Establish a baseline. The products they sell are the baseline for performance in the industry.
Arguably.
Used when expressing an opinion or idea that you believe can be proven true.
Examples:
She is arguably the best singer. Arguably the greatest discovery. He is arguably regarded as the finest actor of his generation.
Layer.
A sheet, quantity, or thickness of the material, typically one of several, covering a surface or body, a level or part within a system or set of ideas.
Examples:
Layer cake. Layer of paint. The layer of frost on the ground was so thick it was difficult to walk on.
Teeny.
Extremely small, tiny.
Examples:
Teeny bit. So teeny tiny. The ring was so teeny that it almost looked like a toy.
Rocket.
A large tube-shaped object that moves very first by a stream of gases let out behind it, used for space travel or as a weapon.
Examples:
Rocket attack against the enemy. Rocket fuel. The rocket launch platform is visible from this hill.
Utter.
Complete, total, or absolute, said, done, or experienced without any exceptions or qualifications, spoken aloud or enunciated very clearly and distinctly, verb, to speak or articulate words, sounds, or a voice.
Examples:
Utter nonsense. Utter a big sigh. The utter chaos of the concert crowd made it seem like a wild animal was in the room.
Adulation.
Excessive or insincere admiration or praise, flattery or adoration that is often exaggerated or not genuine.
Examples:
Public adulation. The adulation of the followers. The actress received adulation from her fans after her exceptional performance on stage.
Plummet.
To fall or drop suddenly and steeply, to decline rapidly or sharply.
Examples:
Plummeting sales. Plummet against other major currencies. The stock prices have plummeted in the last hour, causing concern for investors.
Depth.
The distance between the top and bottom of something, between the top surface and a distance below it.
Examples:
Depth camera. The depth of the water. The pond's depth was around 5 feet.
Despair.
The feeling that there is no hope and you cannot do anything to improve a difficult situation.
Examples:
Despair at the future. Untold despair. His friend's death drove him to despair.
Lithium.
A soft, silvery white metal that is highly reactive and used in batteries, alloy production, and medications for bipolar disorder.
Examples:
Lithium carbonate. Lithium mining. Lithium-ion batteries are commonly used in laptops, smartphones, and electric vehicles.
Stable.
Firm and steady, not easily moved, disturbed, or changed.
Examples:
In stable condition. Have a stable job. Relations between the two countries have been relatively stable due to the summit meeting.
Hedge.
A fence formed by a line of bushes or shrubs. Verb, limit or avoid something such as duties, issues, and questions by conditions or exceptions.
Examples:
Snip at a hedge. Hedge fund firm. The best way to hedge financial risks is to diversify your portfolio.
Utterly.
Completely or absolutely.
Examples:
Utterly changed. Utterly ignorant. We are utterly opposed to any form of terrorism.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Goosebump.
A small bump that appears on the skin due to cold, fear, or excitement, a physiological response that causes the skin to contract and produce small bumps.
Examples:
Goosebump sensation. Goosebump moment. The cold wind gave her goosebumps on her arms and legs.
Claustrophobia.
A persistent and intense fear of enclosed or small spaces.
Examples:
Overcome claustrophobia. Claustrophobia inducing. She suffered from claustrophobia and couldn't take elevators.
Transcendent.
Going beyond the limits of ordinary experience or knowledge, surpassing the usual or expected, exalted or sublime.
Examples:
Transcendent wisdom. Transcendent joy. The transcendent beauty of the Grand Canyon took his breath away.
Resubmit.
To submit again or a second time, to revise and resubmit, often in response to feedback, criticism, or rejection.
Examples:
Resubmit assignment. Resubmit proposal. Please resubmit your application with the updated information.
Gratify.
To give pleasure or satisfaction to provide someone with what they want or need, to indulge or satisfy a desire or appetite.
Examples:
Gratify desires. Gratify curiosity. I always try to gratify my boss by achieving the sales target every month.
Security.
The state of being free from danger, risk, or harm, measures taken to protect against threats or attacks, a financial asset, such as a stock or bond that derives value exclusively from the ownership interest or claim to a particular underlying asset or obligation.
Examples:
National security. Security analyst. The building's security system includes cameras, alarms, and security guards.
Contentment.
A state of satisfaction, happiness, or fulfillment, a feeling of being pleased and at ease with one's current situation or circumstances.
Examples:
Contentment in life. Inner contentment. He achieved a sense of contentment by simplifying his life and focusing on what truly mattered.
Viol.
A stringed instrument, typically with 6 strings and frets, played with a bow, also called a viola da gamba.
Examples:
Viol instrument. Viol music. The viol player was rehearsing for an upcoming concert.
Bonus.
An extra amount of money that is added to payment as a present or reward for good work.
Examples:
Bonus appraisal. Annual bonus. The committee abolished the controversial bonus system.
Reserve.
To keep something for future use or contingency, to obtain or arrange something, such as a meeting, seat, etc., in advance.
Examples:
Reserve the right. Reserve a concert ticket. You can easily reserve seats over the telephone.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Venture.
A business project or activity that is risky or daring.
Examples:
Venture capital. A joint venture. The venture into the new market was risky, but it paid off.
Capitalism.
An economic system based on the private ownership of the means of production and their operation for profit.
Examples:
Advance capitalism. Under the umbrella of capitalism. Capitalism also guarantees intellectual property rights and thus promotes innovation.
Categorical.
Stating something as an absolute fact, without the possibility of doubt or exception, relating to or included in a category or categories.
Examples:
Categorical denial. Law of categorical judgment. She made a categorical statement that she would never eat sushi.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Thrill.
A feeling of extreme and sudden excitement and pleasure, to cause someone to feel sudden intense sensation or emotion.
Examples:
The thrill of speed. Incredible thrill. Skydiving is an overwhelming thrill for many people.
Phase.
Any stage in a series of events, change, or development.
Examples:
Enter on the last phase. Two-phase structure. The era of the Industrial Revolution was a crucial phase of history.
Scarce.
Not abundant or plentiful, and therefore not easy to find or obtain.
Examples:
Scarce resources. Capital scarce country. Fresh water is becoming increasingly scarce in many parts of the world.
Passionate.
Showing intense emotion or strong feeling, characterized by great enthusiasm or zeal, deeply committed to a cause or belief.
Examples:
Passionate speech. Passionate kiss. Their passionate argument lasted for hours, neither willing to back down.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Upward.
Toward the top or highest point, or a higher position or level, adjective, extending or moving toward a higher place.
Examples:
Look upward. Demonstrate an upward trend. The company adjusted the revenue upward.
Gap.
A conspicuous disparity or difference separates something such as a figure, people, their opinions, situation, etc.
Examples:
The gap between ideal and reality. Distance gap. Many people are working together to close the gender gap.
Partnership.
The state of a cooperative relationship between people or groups, especially in business.
Examples:
Partnership across the Atlantic. Establish a partnership. The military partnership between the two countries created tension in the international community.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Trek.
A long and difficult journey, typically on foot.
Examples:
Horseback trek. Trek expedition. He was preparing for a long trek through the mountains.
Prop.
A piece of wood, metal, etc., placed beneath or against something to support it or keep it in position, a system, institution, or person that gives help or support to someone or something.
Examples:
Emotional prop. Prop stick. We have finally lost our last prop.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
Psychology experiment. Psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Sake.
Purpose, reason for wanting something done.
Examples:
For your own sake. For the sake of argument. He got a new job for the sake of his family.
Candid.
Honest, straightforward, and frank in someone's words or actions.
Examples:
Candid conversation. In my candid opinion. The candid photography captured the genuine emotions of the moment.